Welcome to another A and B horror movies. I am Ben.
And I'm Aaron.
We are going to, well, this is a review video actually. We're going to be reviewing Smile, that is in the cinemas and to stream, I believe.
Mhm.
But
Physical
before
copy
that,
soon,
yeah,
hopefully.
very soon, I think.
Mhm.
Before that, the beers. Would you like to go first, Aaron?
I would. Actually, I have a Down East cider. I know I've talked about this before. This is my favorite cider. And they put out a seasonal edition of blueberry pie.
Oh, I bet that is so
Oh, it's
nice.
so good. And you can only buy it in 4 packs, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it because I love this cider. They are located in Boston. And I've already poured it in my mug. So you can't see it, but the cider is actually blue. And since we're talking about Smile, I thought I would use my Lost Boys mug. Maybe not really a smile, but kind of.
Yeah, it's a mouth.
It's a mouth, yes.
Um,
What about you?
Drinking, it's by Siren, and it's a cocoa hazelnut broken dream. I'm not too sure if I may have just mentioned this before, or I don't think I've drunk it before. It's
Mhm.
called a twisted breakfast stout. And I'm drinking it from the can because I was lazy and didn't
Oh,
get a
you're
cup.
living on the edge. Show it again though. I didn't see the artwork completely. Don't
Oh,
open it yet.
it's a bit funky.
That is cool.
Quite.
Awesome. What's the percentage? Do you know? I always
It
ask you
is.
this and you don't know.
It's 5.8.
Ah, okay. You win. This is 5.5%.
Smells
5.0.
like,
And it's
smells
so
like a,
good.
you like that? That's
Yeah, it's
good.
so good. Yeah.
This smells like a
Coffee.
old sofa.
How is it? It's a stout, man. That's what I would expect.
Tastes like it's been hid down the back of an old sofa.
Like dirt.
Mm.
We'll just edit that little part out. Or
It's all
not.
right. Well, actually, it's got a bit of it's got a bit of a coffee taste sort of to it.
Mhm. As most stouts do.
Would I buy it again? No. But it's all right.
Will you finish it tonight? That's the question.
Wow. But I will give them credit actually. Siren make a sour that I love.
Oh, I do love a good sour. Do they have like multiple like flavors, like sour
They
flavors?
do, yeah. But whether
Mhm.
you can get them in this country again, as we seem to struggle
Mhm.
with everything, I don't know. But the sour that I can get is pretty nice. So
I do love sours. All right, let's talk a little bit about the movie. What was your initial reaction after you saw it the first time? What did you think?
um the kind of the first thing I thought when I was watching it was, oh, I've been down this road before. Uh something's happening, only she can see
Mhm.
it. Nobody believes her, blah blah blah. It follows, kind of all that kind of stuff. I did have another film in my mind that summed it up brilliantly, but
Oh,
I
It
can't.
Follows. Is that what you said?
It follows, yeah. There's that
Yes.
kind of she can't see it,
And
and explain,
Drag Me to Hell.
drag me to hell. And
Mhm.
there was another film which is really annoying. I can't remember. So if I just blurt out a film in this video, you know. But
Well,
yeah, it was.
what was it about? Can you give me maybe I can help you out. You don't know. Okay, go ahead.
It was about
Initial reaction.
somebody couldn't see and they wouldn't believe her.
Mm.
um, but it was good. It was well filmed. All the actors, actresses done a really awesome job in it, including the lead actress, which I believe you have her name there.
Sosie, I think. Sosie Bacon.
She's done really, really good job of sort of that kind of
Yes. Mhm.
coming apart, unhinged sort of for the madness that it was sort of driving from her. So yeah, it was in that sense, it was a really good film. and the smiles were super menacing. They were good. They were
Did you
creepy.
see that they had people going to events and smiling like that and just sitting like at sporting events and just sitting in the audience and smiling to promote the film?
If you got a menacing smile, dude.
No, I don't. No, here. That's the best I've got. Yeah, I completely agree. I think she as the lead was incredible. She really conveyed like sort of the downward spiral, right, that we witnessed. I think the co-lead Kyle Gallner was also great in it. As sort of this, I guess, the supporting role. And he's been in a number of other movies, right? He was in The Walking Dead, Jennifer's Body, a remake that we don't talk about. And he was in the new Scream
Yeah.
5. He was in that too. So as soon as he showed up, I was like, oh, I recognize him. But I thought they worked well together, and the final act was pretty intense. So I saw it on the big screen, and I think seeing it in the theater, you know, in the dark with a bunch of other people, made it even scarier.
Yeah.
And I agree with you that it's not perhaps the most original story, but what's unique about it is the cast and the cinematography was amazing, right? All the close-ups. So the close-ups on the lead.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I mean, what did you think about that? Say, what did you think about the filming style?
As I said, it was filmed really well.
Mhm.
The angles, the shots were done so good. And obviously there is some kind of CGI in there for certain bits, which was
Yeah.
also done really well. It was good. I don't want to stand there and say it was bad. It was just that when I watched it, I was like, not this again. And and I know there's other films
I
out
hear
there.
you, man.
No,
Yeah.
we look at as absolute classics, and we love, and we've seen it all before. But this was like, come on.
Hmm.
But it was good. I can't say, I shouldn't have said it in that way, because it is actually not a bad film.
Yeah, no, I guess I will say I went in with very low expectations. The director, Parker Finn, actually wrote the screenplay as well. I looked him up on IMDb a little bit, and I will say I'm looking forward to see what else he's going to release. I think there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah,
So
you can
even though it's like a story that we know, right? We named a few movies that we've already seen before. I feel like it was a fresh take on a story that we're familiar with. To some
Yeah.
extent, the CGI, my biggest complaint, I think, is the CGI. A little bit of a spoiler here. The CGI of the mother in the end was so over the top that it kind of, it didn't really work for me. That I guess I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was cartoonish almost, you know?
Yeah, I think maybe that was their kind of in their
They wanted to do it that way.
Not they were going for cartoonish, but I get what you're saying with that, and it was, yeah, over the top. And
Well, maybe cartoonish is harsh. It looked so unreal that it sort of took me out of
no, I think
the
you're
moment.
right. Yeah, I think you're right that if they do overdo something with CGI, it does kind of look.
Well, because the mother was so giant, like she had to like duck through doorways. I was like, but why do that? Just do like have an actor, right? With like makeup and maybe a little bit of CGI, but not distort them so much that it just looks unreal.
Yeah.
I will say though, I really liked the movie. I thought it was terrifying. I was on the edge of my seat. I would say if you're a horror fan, you've got to check this out.
I will admit, it took me. I didn't watch this in the cinema, which
Mhm.
I kind of wish I had of, because maybe I'd have got a better, sorry, kind of I don't know, vibe from the movie,
Mhm,
as you
mhm.
said. But I watched this at home and I had to watch it twice.
Did you watch it with the lights out?
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I had to watch it twice because I'm not gonna I will tell the truth. I've kind of fell asleep the first time.
I was just going to say, did you fall asleep?
Which I've been really
And then you woke
busy.
up smiling. Yeah,
Yeah. I've been busy, so I can't blame the film. Oh, it's terrible, and I fell asleep because of that. But it did take a second watch. The second time, I did sort of pick up a few other bits, which I didn't maybe take
Oh,
note of.
like hints? I've only seen it once.
Oh well, as I said, picked it up the second time, and yeah, it looks. I would say go and watch it, make your own mind up, and
Mhm.
I definitely wouldn't say
Yeah,
stay
absolutely.
clear. It's definitely worth a watch and give a go. And
It's no Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
no, I don't think there's any other film like
At
G.
this point now, we've just got to find a way to mention that movie in all of our videos. We
Oh,
could start using acronyms, right?
yeah. This there is
JCR. I had to think about it for a second. Garbage. All
yeah.
right, we're going off the rails here.
The JCR Appreciation Club.
Custom T-shirt.
Get yourself a T-shirt and a copy of Reborn in this.
And put it on
Stuff.
repeat.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
As much as it sounds like I haven't enjoyed it too much, I'm going to give it a 7 because it's
see,
a
that's
good.
a solid. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good watch.
Mhm.
It's, as I said, it's filmed well. I love some of the camera angles, as you said, and it was a stellar cast.
Yes.
They
Yep.
cast.
The cinematography wins it for me. For that, I would give it a 10 based on cinematography.
Yeah.
Overall, I'd probably go with 8. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than you did, but it also sounds like it was a different viewing experience.
Yeah, maybe.
And then, like I said, I'm really excited to see what else this writer and director.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I want to say there's a bit in the film which is really good, which I'd say it was sort of one of my favorite bits because I always love these kind of bits in film. When she's explaining about the smile and she's sort of saying, but it's not a smile that you'd like. There was a kind of menacing look to this smile and it seemed unnatural. And I was like, that is the kind of thing I love that kind of thing. It's like, that's what I loved about It Follows when they were saying like you see
That's
the
such a good
person
movie.
following and they're not right and they're out of proportion and that's the kind of thing that gets me, and that alone it earns itself a 7.
Awesome, dude. We should do a movie review of It Follows. It doesn't have to be a
No, it doesn't have to be a new movie.
Right.
Definitely not.
All right, cool. Well, before we talk about what we're looking forward to see, why don't we give a quick shout out to our shirts, because I've got Bloody Mary ×3, and this is from Wicked Cat Clothing. I know I've worn this before, but I wanted to give them a shout out. And
I've got my A&B horror t-shirt from, can you remember?
Fly Die Productions.
Fly Die, yeah,
them
guys. Thank you.
I should have given you a heads up that we
I can't remember.
the two of our shirts is like we got to give a shout out.
Yeah, but no, thank you.
Exactly. Yes, they killed it. Handmade shirts too, right? Look at that. I've been wearing mine every day. Well, maybe not every day, but at least once a week. Grocery store, the mall, walking around in public.
Said that was like a bad thing.
How's it work though, man? Not yet, but it will. I'm gonna go to a horror convention. I'll wear it. I think then we would get some responses.
I think that would be cool.
Yes,
I think
Right.
what we need to do is
cool.
meet up and go to a horror convention. That would
And
be
wear
cool.
the same shirts. In fact, there's one next October. They haven't announced it yet, but or no, next August, where I live, and maybe you can come. The one that I went to, right? The one that I got, the Silver Scream
Yeah,
one.
that'd be cool.
Doug Bradley. I bet next year will be even bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we'll plan. Okay, dude, what are you looking forward to seeing that's coming out?
I don't know if I'm so much looking forward to seeing it as what they've done with it.
Mhm.
It's the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Not that it looks awesome, but it just I want to see how it goes. In fact, I love the whole is it Christopher Robin?
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool. And that's but I've also heard that the directors that made this film, or that the creators, or whatever you want to call them, also making a Peter Pan. So I'd love
Oh.
to see.
That'll be fun.
How cool would that be?
So Peter Pan, the kids have forgotten about Neverland, right? Because they're now
Yeah.
adults. So Peter Pan will come back and kill them all.
Exactly. Horror, scary.
I wonder
mean,
if Sandy
boys-
Duncan is available to
Lost boys meet up for a reunion. Someone starts picking them off. There's a
an evil little Tinkerbell.
shadow. Or just read it. It's not Peter Pan, it's his shadow that's escaped. Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's so many options. Pinocchio. Maybe that one doesn't work as well.
No. Geppetto.
Alice in
mean?
Wonderland. The Queen of Hearts is pissed off because Alice has forgotten about her whole Wonderland.
Beauty and the
What?
Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Something's killing all the locals. The Beast's getting out. Beauty has to go and kill it.
Yep.
We're winning.
The Little Mermaid. I don't know how that would work.
Dumbo stampedes the circus. Everyone.
No, Dumbo, because no one goes to the circus anymore. Elephants are really on parade.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the circus.
Oh my gosh. Talk about this for a while. Oh, come on. We got one more. What else?
We've got it.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of Disney.
Can't
How
think of
hard is
any
that?
Disney movies. We're a horror themed show, man.
I'm trying to think of Disney's now. There's been like
So if you're watching this, add a comment of what would be a good
what
Disney
Disney
turned horror movie. I think we're on to something. Okay, what am I looking forward to? I hear they're doing a Friday the 13th series. I think it's going to air on Peacock.
Cool.
And it's like a prequel. I don't really know how they're going to do a prequel. But it's not coming out for another year, I think. So I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it, but I will definitely watch.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. As the sort of the films take off from where Jason's mum starts killing people. I suppose. I guess that's how it's
Yes.
so, yeah. Maybe
Well,
just
I mean, yeah. I
a
guess it would have to center around the mother, right?
yeah.
It's a prequel. Maybe she was always nuts. Maybe she was the cook at the camp and she just killed people.
And a series full of load of horny camp
Counselors. Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon will show up as Freddy Krueger.
I think he'd be quite awesome as that.
Oh yeah, it's so cool that Robert Englund was like, I want Kevin Bacon. And plus, Kevin Bacon's kind of looking like Freddy Krueger these days. Oh, we should edit that out. That was mean. That was mean.
But it'd be cool. What's it?
I'm joking.
Hollow Man, where he started going nuts, so good at like losing the plot in that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good movie. He's a great actor. I'm completely joking.
And I have just now, because we've said that, I've just thought of the film I was thinking of. That Smile reminded me of The Invisible Man, the remake. Oh, he's there. I can't see him. Nobody
Oh,
believes.
yes, and no one believes her. Right. Right. That's a good one.
That's
Last movie I saw
you
before
know, that's like
COVID shut everything down.
made my day. I've just remembered that now.
That's a good movie. I like how they
That is a very good movie.
I always compare
Yeah.
it to oh my god, what's that movie with Julia Roberts and the towels are not even?
Pretty
Sleeping with
Woman.
the Enemy. What'd you say?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. No. Sleeping with the Enemy. Remember her husband was
Yeah, I
very
remember that.
abusive. And the towels had to be just right.
Richard Gere was bad in that.
Yeah, he wasn't very nice. Wait a minute. All right, cool. Well, as always, if you want us to cover or talk about anything in the future, add a comment and we will consider it.
Go over to A&B Horrors Instagram if you're not already, and if you've stumbled across this video, hit the like, subscribe, helps our channel, and come back for more.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.